to see you.
Kathryn Minshew, it's great to meet you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a pretty incredible process so far. I think when we got started, we had no idea what was going to happen, but it's been amazing. So we're trying to help people figure out what they want to do with their lives and how to get there, and particularly how to navigate the way that work is changing and your own relationship to it. So, it used to be that people would just find a job that had a good salary, and now there's so many more factors. What are you passionate about? What are you looking for later in life? And people don't have one career. They generally have a number of different things that they do over the course of their professional lives. And so we want to help people find a job, get a job. We have job search, there's profiles of companies, a lot of career advice, and then courses on things like managing someone for the first time or negotiating a salary. Really kind of end to end, everything you need to figure out what you're passionate about, and then ideally be successful.
Well, that's amazing. So what are your plans to scale, to grow?
So that's one of the big things I actually would love to get your opinion on. We've scaled to about 1 million people a month right now, and we did that with almost no money. It was very kind of guerrilla marketing. Most people have heard of us because of word of mouth. Someone else has used the Muse and then come to them and said, I love the site, you've got to check it out. But now to get from 1 million to 5 or 10 million people a month, I feel like it's sort of a different set of problems. We're trying not to just build a product that advertises in a banner ad, someone clicks on it. We want to build a movement and a community that people are really passionate about.
You guys connected with any colleges?
We've talked to a bunch of colleges. It's been really interesting, actually. Some colleges are so excited about it. They've put us on their career website. Others have been almost a little bit defensive, like we have our career center and we don't need outside resources. And I think we see ourselves as supplementing that. The other thing I've thought about is a lot of companies need to train their new grads. So, they hire a bunch of fresh out of college kids and they have to train them in business basics. We can do that, and that might be a really interesting entry point to offer, free classes for New Job 101, and then through that start to get this great pipeline of kids across the US.
You could spend your resources on having like an agent from Muse that parks at MIT.
Like an ambassador, sort of.
Yeah. You want to go real aggressive to colleges, like, hey, there's a problem. You guys have a problem. We have a problem in America where people are graduating, no jobs, and the ones that do get jobs get shipped to a different country, right? So, I would like to help make that loud and identify and help educate folks on what we have identified as far as people graduating and no jobs for them.
Exactly.
And here's a tool to help solve that.
Make sure that they're actually getting offers for the skills that they have and that they're being able to stay here in the cities that they're looking for jobs in, not necessarily elsewhere.
And then in my world, they're always looking for, assistants and managers and to help make their world work. For this to be a tool that managers could use, I can help it make it louder. And I know some folks may say like, wow, Lady Gaga on tour, how does that really, equate to jobs? Our world, I remember one time we were on tour and we were one of many groups that were touring. There was 200 people that we employed for that year and a half. And we take 6 months off, we go out for another year and a half. And so it's a cycle. And a lot of times, guys that work for us will then work for Lady Gaga on her tour. And Lady Gaga will stop touring and they'll work for Bruno Mars. So you have this cycle of constant touring. The crew hands, the lighting folks, if they use your system, right? Because I don't know what system they use. All you know is that we stopped touring and then our crew is now with John Legend's crew. But if it all happened on your platform, I'm speaking of a world that is operating with no transparency and proper social infrastructure. So if you could capture that world, you go there, it's loud too.
Yeah, no, and I think that's really interesting too, because you were talking beforehand about some of these kids that have graduated college a couple years ago, that they don't have a job yet, or maybe they're doing something that they don't think they really love. Then maybe some of those kids do have the skills to do a job like that, but they don't even know it's available. They don't know how to make that connection.
Yeah, aside from that, you have thousands of people here that can actually use your service on a 6-month cycle as it recycles, right? So
I think that'd be fascinating. No, I
take that,
I like
take that network, and then these colleges that need to address on a separate note. Hey, congratulations! Though, really seriously,
Thank
and
you
it's
so
awesome
much.
that women entrepreneurs that are just like coming up with great solutions and doing things, especially in this male-dominated world. Super women, like really seriously, it's amazing.